Hello students, in this session we are going to discuss about some more cell organelles present in every cell. This is an important cell organelle which you see only in plant cells. Okay, so please remember this is a cell organelle only seen in plant cell. The name of this cell organelle is plastids. You have seen different colors of the flower. Red, violet, you see green color, you see purple color. Have you ever wondered why this color is present? This color is present because of a special cell organelle, that is plastids, and hence you see it only in only in plant cells. These plastids are not present in animal cells. So please remember this important point of difference: present only in plant cells. They are small colored bodies in the cytoplasm. Like you have ribosomes in the cytoplasm, you have plastids, small spherical structures. You can imagine small spherical structures present in the cytoplasm. It is said that these plastids consist of three types. You have chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Okay, in every plant cell you have three types of plastids: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast, we all are very familiar with this word. It helps in the process of photosynthesis, which is very important for every plant to survive. So this contains a green color pigment, right? If we want to color, make the picture more attractive, we generally color it. In the same way, the flowers are attractive because they have a specific color, and this color is because of plastids. And this photosynthesis which is taking place in the cell is because of a green color pigment present in this plastid, and that green color pigment present in the plastid is said to be chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll is the color which is present in which plastid? Chloroplast, and it is present in the leaf of the plant. And what is the function of this chlorophyll? Why it is present? Because it absorbs the sunlight, which when transfers the energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into food. Hence, when the chlorophyll absorbs sunlight, you get glucose, that is the food for the plant. Okay, so why is the green color of the plant? The green color of the plant is because of a plastid present, that is chloroplast. And what is the name of the color present in it? Green pigment, that is chlorophyll. Okay, color in biology can be called as pigment, gives a specific color. Next, we go to chromoplast. You see yellow, red, orange colors. All this contains are known as, or all these colors together, red, orange, yellow, are said to be carotenoids. And these carotenoids are present in a cell organelle, that is chromoplast. It is found in fruits and flowers. It gives specific color to them. You have a colorless, like we have white color, skin color, right? It is colorless. So in the same way, you have a colorless plastid also present in cell, and that is said to be leucoplast. It does not contain any color in it. A white color as skin color has some kind of color, but this plastid, that is leucoplast, do not have any color in them. It do not contain chloroplast. Then why is this present in our cell? It is said that it is present to store starch. Like we store extra grains in our house in storehouse. In our body, extra energy is stored in our liver muscle cells. In the same way, the extra food which is produced by the plant is stored in leucoplast. Okay, so there may be a cross question in your paper that which organelle in the cell contains starch or stores starch. You can say it is a leucoplast. It is a type of plastid present only in plant cell. Am I clear? So plastids basically give color to the cell, and you have one plastids which is useful for storage of starch. Okay, moving to next important organelle, mitochondria. It is said to be powerhouse of the cell. See, for us, powerhouses are food. If we do not eat food for 1 day, 2 days, or even say one time, if we skip our meal, what will happen? We'll feel little weak. We don't have energy in our body. In the same way, if the cell has to perform any activity, it needs some energy for it. Otherwise, the cell won't perform its function. So who is giving the cell this energy? The energy is being given by a very important cell organelle that is known as mitochondria. It is a double membraned sausage shaped organelle. You can see you have an outer membrane, you have an inner folded membrane. It is said that its inner membrane is highly folded. Okay, you can see the inner membrane is highly folded and it is said to be cristate. Okay, why again there is a question, why this inner membrane is highly folded? Because if you increase the fold, what increases? The surface area increases, and if the surface area increases, this is responsible for production of ATP. So it will be ATP will be produced more. Okay, so why the inner membrane is highly folded? To increase the surface area so that it will increase the ATP production. Okay, so why is the surface area has to increase? So that more and more ATP is produced, more and more energy is being produced, and mitochondria can give cell more and more energy and the cell can perform its function. Okay, so from where site of aerobic respiration. So if you have learned about respiration, what happens in respiration? The oxygen which we take in goes to mitochondria, and then this oxygen is used to generate energy in the form of ATP. So we have energy in our body, in our cell, in the form of ATP. It is said to be adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so why it is said to be the powerhouse of the cell? Because it generates energy for the cell. And why the inner membrane is highly folded? So that it increases the surface area and more ATP is produced. And from where is this ATP produced? From the oxygen obtained during aerobic respiration. So the oxygen which is obtained from aerobic respiration is broken down and then energy is produced in the form of ATP. Now, if any foreign particle enters our body or any foreign person enters your house, you generally try to hit it, kill it, or tell him to run away out of a house, right? In the same way, in the cell also, there is an organelle which, when there is any harm to the cell, any kind of harm, what it will do? It will burst open and it will digest its own cell so that there is no harm to the surrounding cell present. Okay, now suppose I might sound a little confusing. So this is one cell, this is another here, this is third, fourth, fifth. Okay, so I label this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? Now cell 1 is in danger. There is something which has entered the cell 1. There is one virus which has entered the cell 1. Now, if this cell do not destroy itself, what will happen? There are chances that the virus can go to cell 3, cell 4, cell 5 and destroy all this also. Hence, it is very important that the cell 1 only destroys itself. So 2, 3, 4 and 5 are not in danger. So how will the cell destroy itself? So it is because of the important organelle that is lysosome. Lysosome has many hydrolytic enzymes in it. Enzymes in biology are said to be biological scissors which will cut down everything and destroy everything. Hence, this lysosome is said to be the suicidal cell or suicidal bag of the cell. Okay, there is a very common question why lysosome is said to be the suicidal bag. Because lysosome has many hydrolytic enzymes and when the cell is in damage, it releases the enzyme, bursts open and releases the enzyme and digests or destroy its own cell so that there is no harm to the surrounding cell. And hence it is also said to be the recycling unit. Okay, it has this small hydrolytic enzymes, and it is a spherical shaped structure present inside. Okay, filled with some fluid. That is all about lysosome, mitochondria, and we studied one more thing, that was plastids. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel. Also click on the like button. Thank you so much.